Did you say that he admitted to you that he exaggerated everything to get him involuntarily committed to the psychiatric ward?
Yes, he admitted to me that he exaggerated to get him involuntarily because he's exaggerated and lied to get him involuntarily admitted into the psych ward. And he said that with everything he put down in the papers, they would have to take him in because of what was in there.
Not say that.
He lied and said Jarrell strangled him, cut his wrists, and guess what? The whole time that I was talking to him almost every single day, multiple times a day over the phone, I never heard one time that Jarrell strangled him. He would have told me and made that clear.
Never did.
Okay. Did you say to her that you embellished to make sure that they did admit him to protect him?
I did say that I wrote down everything that I thought I possibly could put in there, and some of it may have been a little bit extreme, yes.
Okay.
Extreme, down and outright lies. I never tried to cut myself.
Wait a minute.
Scratched myself on a tree.
Okay.
And you said that was my suicide attempt?
No,
I think
never
you're missing
said that.
the point here. The point I was trying to make is, did he misrepresent reality in order to get you there? And let me tell you what I think for sure. I think the way people behave here is a mirror to the way they behave out there. And I'm going to tell you the good and the bad that I see here. I think you're very condescending and a know-it-all. And I think you wouldn't know cannabis-induced psychosis if it rolled up here and crawled up in your lap. I think you throw that term around in a very reckless way, and I think that's very dangerous. So I think that's very misguided. And as a result, I think you have encroached on in your son's space and gotten into his life in a way that you shouldn't. I think that there are millions of sons in America that would give their front seat in hell to have a father that loved them as much as you love your son. And I take my hat off to you for as much as you love and care about your son, and there's no but that follows that. I'm a dad. I recognize a dad that cares about their son. I have 2 sons, so I know what it's like. I know what it's like to have a son and be concerned about wanting the best for your son. I also know that he has made some really poor decisions in his life along the way. And I think you wake up at night worrying about what the next poor decision is going to be. And so you try to build a fence to protect him from himself sometimes. But I think sometimes we can try so hard to do that we can push them away. You don't have to love everything someone does to love them and to show that.
Are you trying to tell me, though, and I just need to understand this, that his use of cannabis should continue?
I would prefer that he never smoke dope again for the rest of his life.
I like that.
That would be my preference, because I know what it does to the dopamine neurotransmitters of the brain. Exactly. And having had a brain injury and then putting cannabis inside the brain and disrupting the dopamine neurotransmitters makes him subject to having more disruption from that than anyone else. So I would rather him not even be in the room with somebody that's smoking marijuana for the rest of his life. So I don't disagree with you or your value, I just disagree with your method.
I didn't have a method.